Medway, recently nominated as a local hero for his work as chaplain to paramedics in the Medway area, has won an award. He was nominated by paramedic Chris Treves and given the award as part of the nationwide Society Sunday campaign at a ceremony at Methodist Central Hall in Westminster this month. Tim Parsons was the recipient of that award, and he joins me from our Chatham studio now. Tim, good morning.
Good morning.
And congratulations on the award and for being recognised for the work you do. Can you tell us about the work you do as a chaplain?
Yes, my work is mainly pastoral. Excuse me, I've just got to get... Right, yeah, I work mainly pastoral, and I see many different things. So, for example, I'll go out on third manning, and I'll support the crew, and... Sorry, I've just literally walked up some stairs. So my job will literally be to support on a pastoral basis, and I'm there 24/7 to just support the crew, whether they've been through traumatic incidents or anything which really affects them in any way.
Yeah. Now, why is it, do you think, that paramedics, I beg your pardon, need a chaplain in the first place?
I think there's the listening. Many things which we go to involve a lot of trauma, and just to listen, it really relieves a lot of the stress. So that just to be there on the immediate, it can release that tension in people. And a lot of the crew go for PTSD, and that is quite a traumatic thing. And when you talk about this, it really just releases it on each job.
Yeah, and I understand that you sometimes accompany crews on their emergency crew or calls. Why do you choose to go out on shouts?
It's a very tough thing to do, because sometimes you can go into a very basic call, and yet you could go to something very traumatic. One of the reasons I do it is because I like to put myself into my colleagues' positions to understand what's affecting them, because if I can't understand what's affecting them, I don't believe I can support them effectively as a chaplain.
I know the award is part of Society Sunday, but I don't know much about Society Sunday, so what's that all about?
Society Sunday is recognising volunteers in our local community. There's many great people out there doing wonderful things voluntary, and it's just recognising the work that's put into the local communities. For example, there was another lady who was nominated for an award while I was there as well, and she worked with teenagers who are very much into crime and was trying to turn them around. And Society Sunday recognises this kind of work and the work which I'm doing as a chaplain. And I must admit, one of the things I'm very privileged to do is to actually be able to support my colleagues. For example, this morning I brought a colleague along with me called Craig Martin, who I work with regularly at the ambulance service, and he won't mind me saying on public that he's had his struggles, and I've just been able to support him, and it's really wonderful that he's supporting me as well this morning.
Indeed. And do you feel you were called specifically to do that work as a chaplain?
I do. I went through a nervous breakdown myself about 10 years ago and suffered from PTSD myself, and I actually had a vision at the time that I was going to help people go through very similar things. I could have taken on church-based ministry, but I felt at the time, no, actually this was the right calling for me. And when this vacancy became in South East Coast Ambulance Service, I jumped at the chance.
And tell us what the award means to you.
It means a lot to me personally, because it gives you the self-confidence in what you do. For me personally, it makes me more determined to help people. Not that I need an award to do that, but it does give you that. And for me, recently publishing a book as well, based on the ambulance service, has really helped towards this as well.
Well, congratulations once again. There's Tim Parsons. Congratulations on the award and for being recognised for the work that you do.